All right. No reason to get your tongue in a twist.
Well, come on. Let's get you to shore. You'll need to report to the sergeant. You lot, keep patrolling. I'm heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
I am Lae'zel, daughter of Gith, defender of Vlaakith, and I am no slave.
Oh, that one's feisty. Thrin's gonna knock the snot right out of her.
Aye. One of those absolute crackpots. Found the hoon sailing Geck's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be... You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. I'll be shagged to Shanatar. Shit's looking up. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they let it rot for ages.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeants are ticket in.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her? The stench. All you twat souls got one. Some of us got a nose for it. If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain. Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them. Revenge, eh? In that case, I got a proposal. Want to earn some gold? Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nia. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nia's got plenty. Help Thrin free Nia. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in? Good. But first, we need to take care of something. You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it. And don't get caught. The cult watches through it, and we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it. Some days back, her crew know more than they're letting on. Now move. Yup. Close the eye thing for good.
Inhabitants were drow-sized at least.
The skeletons, then?
Quiet. I'm thinking.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
Several glassy stones stand out in the hottest of flames, smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have the statue's meandering curve. Two styles, two...
Anything standing out?
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split cleanly in two. Yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these...
What do you think? Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh wall. Until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. But my work has only begun. There is more. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
History is carved in stone and burned in brick.
The most interesting secrets are always lurking just under the surface. Still breathing, despite everything.
Action, not reaction.
This place is hard to bear. I hope we're able to continue on our way before too long.
I know what you mean. Everyone is so... unhappy.
Oh. Well, I meant more the molten rock and plunging chasms, but... yes, the folk leave something to be desired as well.
Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, hush you. Stop fishing for compliments.
Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. We might be able to
Wits and
chip them
blades,
off and melt
always sharp.
Absolutely not. Or you'd be killing history itself.
this again.
Yes, this again.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Blacketh's will be done.
What brought it down, you think?
A quake of some sort, perhaps? Just a theory.
A dumb theory. Half these walls are still standing. Who's the statue, you think?
Human, certainly.
Damn, it's good to be
A
alive.
god, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
The walls are deep gnome make. Well, the chiseling is remarkably intricate.
They didn't live here, though. Steps are too big. Inhabitants were drow-sized, at least.
The skeletons, then.
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited
next,
by
I
whoever
wonder?
the skeletons were the others found.
I've got a long road ahead.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Looking ahead.
Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. We
Eager
might
for
be able
battle.
to chip them off and melt them.
Absolutely not. Or you'd be killing history itself.
This again?
Yes, this again.
What brought it down, you think?
A quake of some sort, perhaps? Just a theory.
A dumb theory.
No
Half
time
these
to
walls
dally.
are still standing.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Who's the statue, you think?
Human, certainly. A god? Perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
The past is nearer. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then. The walls are deep gnome make. Well, the chiseling is remarkably intricate.
They didn't live here, though. Steps are too big. Inhabitants were drow-sized, at least.
The skeletons, then?
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were the others found. Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. We might be able to chip them off and melt them.
Well, absolutely not. Well, you'd be killing history itself.
This again?
Yes, this again.
What brought it down, you think?
A quake of some sort, perhaps? Just a theory.
A dumb theory. Half these walls are still standing. Who's the statue, you think?
Human, certainly. A god, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
You stare into the eye. Your reflection stares back. The longer you stare, the more uneasy you feel. There is a presence. You are seen. You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate. At this.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Whatever killed a bunch of Shah and...
Here we go again. All right. What now? What's next?
Indolence breeds madness.
Let's march!
Blacketh's will be done.
Moving, or I'll swap my cane for an axe. You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. And it sounds like your arse wants for a lashing. Something spooks the dumb shits. So stop your jawing and get to work. You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving. Shit. Sooner give a lurker a lick job. Get to caning or to leaving, Hoon. Adamantine. There's an adamantine forge. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clap. Go on then. Light a or I'll take a slice off your haunches for my supper.
The creature is disturbed, its breath quickened by anger and fear. No good. The Rothe it utters an angry bellow.
Bloody Rothe have lost it. Put him down! You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker.
And it's something spooks the dumb shit. You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving. Listen, don't get any smart eyed. Go on.
The memory shard showed us where to go.
Shove moss in your own gob and stay quiet. They've been fed plenty.
The creature is disturbed, its breath quickened by anger and fear. No good. It utters an
Rose, they have lost it. Put him down. Shove moss in your own gob and stay quiet. They've been...
The creature is disturbed, its breath quickened by anger and fear. The Rothe seems calmer. Its eyes flicker towards the Duergar, burning with raw, bestial rage. The Rothe looks at you with big, soft eyes. Then it lowers its head.
Not enough caning for my... I almost feel bad about this. Bloody Rose, they have lost it. This...
My faith will protect me. Got to move. Let my name be known. We must press forward.
Are those specks of adamantine in this slag?
My faith protects me.
A little help, please.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Let's move. Step carefully. There's a trap.
This'll be fun.
Something's off. Pure shadow. Around me. Inside me. Watch how you go. Something's off. Pure shadow. Around me. Inside me.
Best avoid that trap.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Take heed. I see a trap.
There is work to do.
I'd love to, thanks. Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Indolence breeds madness.
What to do?
Vlaakith's will be done. Can't give up now.
Ain't been the same.
I say you're scamming the lot of us.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Bloody tracks. Quite small too. A gnome found some trouble here. Curious. What are those marks there? Bloody tracks. Quite small too. A gnome found some trouble here. Right tool will do the trick.
Good thing you got me. You wouldn't survive a 10-day on your own.
10-day.
Consistent. I'll give you that.
Tired.
Get over it.
Look up there, would you? That shithead fools. I ain't cleaning the splatter.
Besides, then I'll stick near up, down.
platform's covered in rust. Must be older than bone dust.
Indolence breeds madness.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Hey ho.
There's no time to waste.
What's the story?
Near out of there. What then?
Then I'll stick near up, down, and sideways till he's more whole than flesh. We take his gold.
Someone didn't like Shah much.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
Not as bad as it could have.
And you better hope that's the worst.
take to rot. This again.
Sit down, you think.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Human, certainly. A god, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
The eye's clobbered. Good work. Time to...
Friends in a right, Ballagh. That rubble ain't budging, no matter how hard she whips them gnomes. Neera's gonna be pissed. What you want, anyway? Here to yap, or looking to buy? Dry land means fresh stock. Come back, Annie.
You don't move! And you better hope that's the worst.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
It could always get worse for you.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll burst.
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
A true soul. True soul. Finally. You must clear rubble. Filling poison. Expedition. Passage trapped. Gnomes useless. Don't trust Burks. Get me out!
View through Nir's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. You sense Nir.
What now? Let me guess. Brithvar and Kerr. They've been a thorn in my arse since Nir hired us. Ignore Dumb and Dumber. They'd jump down a well if they thought there was gold at the bottom. Nir can handle himself. Reason I joined. I know which way the lava flows. Poorly, obviously. Tunnel collapsed on a true soul. Absolute's going to... Now move! I've got...
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thought.
A true soul, eh? Useless wreck of a lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnel's collapsed. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. Thought you would. True soul. Some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices too.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortunes. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks. These brutes are no mere goblins. I doubt you...
The slowest of the lot is getting tossed to a rothay in heat.
Move it! Stop digging again, and I'll bleed you dry! Faster, shitheads!
Let's see.
You make out only a few faint figures and scattered debris through Nir's eyes. The harder you look, the fuzzy.
And you better hope that's the worst of it. You pricks got...
Drunken Trousseau getting himself trapped. Let him suffocate. If the Absolute can't save him. Keep crying for...
He's getting tossed to a rothe in heat.
Bugger off! You're distracting the slaves! They run, you're dead!
Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
Keep digging!
Saw you arriving. Almost put a hole in your bow. Don't make me wish I had.
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll.
You sense...
You better hope your little tricks did calm the Trousseau! Move it!
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe in heat. Back on your feet or I'll bite your toes off.
Maybe I should...
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate. You try your best, but your best just isn't good enough. It's customary to possess gold in order to bribe someone with it.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
Either part with coin or jog on. Don't want to miss any of this. Come back and...
Prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Back on your feet, or I'll bite your toes off one by one.
No hesitation.
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate.
Prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a rothe in heat.
For your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
Back on your feet, or I'll bite your toes off one by one. I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it. You prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for novices, too. What now? Poorly, obviously. Tunnel collapsed on a truce, so now move. I've got
the parasite's step.
A truce. Glad you're... He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon. It's both our heads. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. Place is older than bone dust. Get near out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders near... He got me. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands. You gonna just leave him in there to... On the double, you pricks! Before I cut... Yes, true soul? Let me ignore... Near can handle him. Scrying eye. Nair says the... You don't know about the seat of the Absolute?
You hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
Prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Near dies, heads roll. And that goes for... What now? Poorly, obviously. Now move.
The parasites.
A true glad you're... He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. Thought you would.
Remember, things could always get worse for you.
Put my hands on everything.
Finally, you must clear. Get.
View through Nir's eyes as he sensed.
The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it.
We need to get that Near guy unstuck, or those gnomes are done for. Come on, focus. The year, 10 air. I was a kid. Through the... She put this 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right? Guy named Gortash. Politician. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Depends on the type. Ice Devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of troubles to throw ourselves at. What's on your mind? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the play.
You must have questions. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. There, we are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the Empire against the Mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son. Orpheus disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich. You speak like Kithrak Voss. You accuse Vlaakith of the unthinkable. As unthinkable as the greatest living knight turning on his queen. Well, enough conjecture. I'll consider it if I am in need of relief. Until then, I'll enjoy watching you squirm from the anticipation.
You prick's got some nerve. Clean up this mess.
Keep digging!
Heads wrong. And that goes for novices too.